Right now?
Let's,
Like, I hit the
let's,
record right now? Right
yeah,
now.
do your fucking intro. We're gonna start out.
I mean, what topics were we gonna do? Guilty pleasures? That seems a pretty solid one.
Guilty pleasures. We're doing it live.
Oh, shit! Oh, jeez. Have you ever listened to one of the podcasts, or not yet?
I don't think so. No, but I have listened to podcasts before. I've done recordings like Nerds in the Bar before, which
Ooh,
is kind of like a podcast.
seems pretty fun.
But it's more like a video thing. So it's just a bunch of nerds chilling in a bar, talking about toys.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
Yeah, that was fun. We actually had one of the heads of one of the companies come in, and he was talking about how he used to send out letters to all these different famous people, and they would write him back, and it was pretty cool.
Damn, like, the head of like a toy company, or?
Yeah.
Oh, damn.
They merged with some other company, and I forget which company it was, though.
Toys R Us? No, I'm kidding.
No.
I wish Toys R Us would come back, though.
I don't. I really don't.
What? You don't like Toys R Us?
No. As a kid, yes, but
Oh yeah, as a kid, yeah.
Now that I'm looking at it, there were a lot better toy stores around me that got shut down. And yeah, no, Toys R Us is not on the top of my list. Mostly because I actually know what went on in the background and why everything happened.
See, I don't know. I just liked that as a kid. And if
well,
Toys R Us were open today, I'd like, to be honest, I would probably go there just to get like Yu-Gi-Oh cards or Pokemon cards.
They are.
They're back?
They redid their business. They cut back on their storefronts, and now they're focusing more on an online retailer.
Oh, okay.
So, yes, Toys R Us is still around after filing for bankruptcy and then making a comeback. They're trying. They're trying to make a comeback.
They're trying.
I don't know how that's gonna go, considering Amazon.
True.
But
I mean, Amazon's a pretty big competitor in terms of like online stuff.
It's not even a competitor. They're not even competing in the same game.
Or like, because it's trying to come back, like Toys R Us itself.
Yeah, no,
so
I get that. But like, I would say more of a competitor is Walmart.
Yeah, it's the
Amazon is way out of its league.
Other stores, yeah.
Yeah. So like Target and Walmart, those stores still beat out Toys R Us because Toys R Us is literally Toys R Us. That's all they do. Whereas a Walmart, they don't have to compensate for this sale, They don't have to compensate and mark their shit up.
Damn, okay.
Because they don't focus just mainly on toy revenue.
Mm-hmm.
So they sell tires, they sell batteries, they sell fucking lawnmowers, they sell clothing, they sell everything at Walmart. In the super Walmarts, they have a whole food section. A lot of the ones in New Hampshire, they have entire grocery stores inside Walmart. So they can do whatever the hell they want and not have to put that burden on the consumer like Toys R Us does.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Actually, it's not too bad, I guess.
Yeah. And that's kind of the same thing that Amazon does too. They don't have to put that burden because they aren't the main sellers. What they do instead is they're basically a gateway for sellers. So people go to their site to sell their goods through Amazon.
True, yeah. Sort of like eBay and other stuff.
Yeah. So that's why they have such great deals on there and they can compete so well. It's because they're not so much the storefront as more of a distributor.
True. They're like the middleman, pretty much.
With some of the products, yeah. Some of the products, it's more because you still got Amazon Basics, you still got Amazon products, but you also got this long list of whatever the fuck you want,
True. Ring.
And Yeah. Sweet. Annette is streaming.
Oh.
Yeah, I don't know. You can start whenever though. I don't know if you did or not.
I may have a few minutes ago. It's okay.
Okay.
Just completely nonchalant. Hi, everybody.
Tell me these things.
Welcome to the Cracks of Dawn podcast. This is your host, Pasco. And unfortunately, Bird and Root is not here today, but we do have a special guest and a really close friend, Nate, also known as Mr. Hunt TV. Say hi.
Hi.
It's like, hey.
Hopefully I'm a good enough filler for not having two beautiful ladies. Yeah.
I mean, we were planning to have you on anyway, so.
Ooh.
And we were also contemplating on having a fourth member, because we were gonna have 4 to 5 originally when we did the podcast, or like planning out for the podcast. So you're one of the people we were thinking about as adding as a member.
Oh shit! I guess I get one of the seats at the round table.
Yes. We are currently talking about it, but you are definitely on the highest spot.
Oh.
Yeah. But that's of course if you're interested in it. So
we'll negotiate the contract at a later note.
Yeah. I got you. I'll send up papers later. I got you.
Sweet.
Yeah. This is our intro to our unprofessional, professional 18+ podcast where we talk about life advice maybe. Depends, on our mood today. Games, anime, manga, literally anything else that comes to mind. Those are just the main topics. We're glad that you're able to stop by and listen to our bullshit for about an hour or two.
You think about it, we'll maybe talk about it.
Yeah, hey, that's a pretty good intro. You think about it, we might talk about it. But yeah, I would probably say our main topic I think we're going to talk about today is guilty pleasures for sure.
Ooh.
Don't you think? Yeah, maybe.
That's a fun one. That's a fun one.
And then I think our other 2 subtopics is what's going on in our local area. And fuck the third one that I sent you. We're going to talk about how we met you. How we met Mr. Hunt TV.
You want to? Should we start out with that?
I think probably should. Fun. Yeah, that would. So, as for the people who don't know who you are,
I am just a dumbass that wanders throughout the internet for most of my life.
That could be said for most of us here, probably.
But what happened was originally I was in VR chat looking for avatars, right?
Yes.
And just me being me and a full body thotty in VR chat,
Sorry, it's a good start.
Yeah. I stumbled upon Rue, the other Rue. Yeah.
Rue, with 2 E's and an I.
But I stumbled upon her in VR chat, and I just started dancing, making jokes, and then we just became friends. And then I think things went just dead for months, and then I just kind of reached out to her to play some R6. She invited me, and then I just weaseled my way into her community, and that's how I met you.
Yeah. Did we meet in? I think we did meet in that R6 session.
We met in the squad.
The squad. And then I forgot how you came to be in the Cracks of Dawn. I think it was this advertiser shit channel, maybe. Or
Cracks of Dawn was because you guys were playing R6. And I wanted to join.
Yeah. True. And then we invited you over. Yeah. Played till like 3-4 in the morning. And
sounds like the usual.
Yeah. Been here ever since. Yeah.
No matter how hard you try, you'll never get rid of me.
I mean, we weren't planning on to in the first place, but It is what it is.
It is what it is.
Plus, I don't think we plan on to in anywhere in the near future, so you don't have to worry about that.
Phew.
Whew.
So-
Contract
so the
secured.
So the fucking engravings that I did everywhere, that's fine, right?
What? Oh, hang on. I'm gonna have to talk about that later. Oh, jeez. But yeah. Guilty pleasures.
Let's start with you, Pascal. What is
Oh
your
my.
guilty pleasure?
My guilty pleasure. I don't say. I will say I don't have a solid one. I do, as I think what the people say, follow the dopamine. I just
Mhm.
do whatever makes me feel like I'm either being productive or keeps me entertained at the time.
So you let the ADHD take over, I see.
Yes. Oh shit. You sound like you speak from a man of experience. No. No, but I think lately my guilty pleasure has been, well, of course, video games. I think that's a pretty,
I think that's everyone in this Discord in general is
True.
kind of just we all chill and play games. But
true.
I'm saying besides video games, outside of that, I know it's hard to get outside of that realm.
Yeah, it's hard to go outside in general.
Shit, the sun hurts, man. The sun hurts.
Shit, we were at the
It
beach the
burns.
other. We were at the beach the Sunday. It was my sister's birthday. We were out for like 4 or 5 hours. I felt like I was dying.
Oh my gosh.
So hot
Man.
too.
At least you got the Asian genes, you at least can a little bit. I go outside, I turn into a lobster, I burn, I don't tan.
No, I don't tan either, because again, I'm like, I don't know if people know this, but like I'm like the whitest of my family.
Oh,
Like if you look at a family picture, like me, my parents, and my siblings, I'm like, I look like I'm adopted. I'm not even kidding.
Look, I think you just need to heat treat your skin,
True,
go outside a little bit,
Like,
just a little bit at a time.
like, true. Like even the tiniest bit, I would look like I'm not adopted anymore. It's funny because me and my mom and I would like joke around. It's like, oh, I was probably switched at the hospital with a different baby. So
shoot, we picked the wrong Asian child.
So my mom is, so this family has a white boy, which is me, and then there's some white family with a dark ass Filipino baby.
Wait, are you trying to extend the stereotype that all Asians look alike and your mother made a mistake?
I mean, I've been called Japanese, Korean, Chinese. I've been called any other ethnicity other than Filipino.
Or are those people that are outside of Asia, like Asian?
Yeah.
descent?
These are like,
okay.
Like most of these were like friends from high school who aren't Asian. So like,
then they're dumbasses because I spend a lot of time around Asian people, and you start seeing the difference.
Oh yeah, I think it's a given that Asians can recognize other Asians. Like 90.
I'm not Asian, but I can.
True. Unless you've grown up near Asians or Asian community.
I grew up around Korean and Cambodian. So.
True.
Also a little bit of what was it? Not Thai, Vietnamese. That's it.
Vietnamese. Yeah, I would say like Asians can recognize other Asians about 80-90% of the time. But then
it was funny. So sorry to cut you off.
Oh no, you're fine. You're good.
I want to tell you a story about that though, because at one point I dated a girl that was literally from Vietnam. Right?
Oh.
So she was going to college here, and I took her on a date on Valentine's Day to oh god, like the hibachi grills, right?
Oh, yeah, of course, yes.
So it's Asian, or it's like Japanese cuisine.
Yes.
The dude started speaking, and then we were like, that doesn't sound Japanese. They were speaking Chinese.
Oh, wait, what? Hang on. So, hey. So you dated a Vietnamese girl, right?
Yeah.
Then you went to a hibachi grill.
Yeah.
Which is.
And then we realized they're not speaking Japanese. They're speaking
Damn.
Chinese.
Shit. I mean, we went to this we recently went to this so the title literally says Korean barbecue,
Mm-hmm.
and we went in, and the diversity of people in it, I'm pretty sure the chefs are Korean, but everyone else that was working there was like so diverse. Did not look like a Korean barbecue other than other than the food itself.
Oh, these stupid Americans, they won't know the difference.
They can't tell. They just come here for food, and there's,
Don't be suspicious.
Don't be suspicious. Yeah, it was funny. It's funny going to a Japanese restaurant or a Korean barbecue, but then you see Filipinos and white people.
Oh my gosh, yeah.
It's the funniest thing.
See, that's why I like nearby we have a what was it? Fickety fuck. Yeah, it was Thai food. No.
Ooh.
No, it was a Vietnamese restaurant.
It was
sorry.
one of the Asians.
Sorry, I get so many Asians. So many.
Sorry,
God,
I
fucking
consume so
Korea.
much food.
Look, man, there's so much Asian food. There's so much.
There is, honestly.
There's fucking Thai, there's Cambodian, there's
Indian,
Filipino,
there's Japanese, Chinese.
squisha peas. Yeah.
Oh, jeez. Start making up more Asian. They'll believe it.
Russianese.
Russianese. Oh no. As long as it has knees at the end, it's Asian freaking ethnicity.
But yeah, no. When in one of the restaurants, they're actually the ethnicity of their food, so you know they make it good.
True.
Yeah, like my mom has a friend Vitana. She's Cambodian.
Yeah.
And she makes great Cambodian food.
Ooh, do tell.
She makes great egg rolls. She makes like this chicken that's been
been marinating for like a few
it's
hours.
been, a fucking day.
Oh,
You marinate that shit for a day. Not
that's
a few
the good
hours.
shit. That's the good shit.
And then you put like a little stick through it, and then you put it on the
my
grill.
god,
Ooh.
getting hungry thinking about it.
But besides that fact, yeah, it's just, I don't know. When you have people outside of that Asian ethnicity that you're cooking the food, it's not as good as the people do it. You know,
True.
it's like somebody that's not Thai making pad Thai. You know,
it
doesn't. It's not the same.
I mean, props to them for trying. You know, trying out other cultures and stuff. You know,
I'm not saying it's bad.
Oh no,
I'm just
yeah, of
saying
course,
it's
of
not
course.
what it should be. You
Yeah,
know? Like
because
sometimes it's actually really good. I've had places that have been really good, some places that have been complete garbage. Because pad Thai is like one of those go-to things when I don't know what to eat. I just go pad Thai.
Yeah, true. I feel that though.
Or drunken noodle.
Oh yeah, that too. I'd probably say my definitely a go-to for me is probably if I don't know what to eat, it's either pizza or sushi.
No.
It's either of the two.
See, a lot of people hate me for this, but I could never get into sushi. I don't know why. Yeah.
Is it just because it's like raw fish?
That could be it.
I mean, I don't know if they have it here, but there is this amazing restaurant in the Philippines I went to that serves sushi.
Mhm.
And I think it was called Kimono Ken. And they would have this roll. Like this, I'm pretty sure this is what introduced me and got me into sushi. There was a specific roll there because I didn't like raw food at the time. I didn't like the concept of it. There's this roll that was called the cowboy roll. And the description says, sushi roll, but steak. And I'm like, excuse me? Steak? And I was like, oh, I definitely gotta try this. I ordered it. They gave me 8 pieces, right? You know, typical seaweed, you know, the rice on the outside. But in the very middle of it was nothing else but like cook steak strips in sauce and lettuce. And oh my god, it was so fucking good.
See, the only thing I have about that is you need a really, really like tender steak, like
Oh
the
yeah, it was
Kobayashi
tender.
beef.
It was so thin, so juicy, but yet so like meaty in
Mhm.
taste. I'm pretty sure that's what got me into sushi.
See, like whenever I eat steak, I can't stand the people that like cook it all the way through. I need my shit
Oh,
bloody.
true, yeah.
I think
I
you're a
can't, yeah.
monster if you cook your steak all the way through.
I mean, I think I used to as a kid just cuz, you know, I'm a kid. It's like, "Oh, I don't like blood." Or anything like that.
No, I know.
But lately, I think it was like for the past, because like in the Philippines, it's hard to get steak and it's
Mhm.
hard to cook. When you literally have Filipino food everywhere else in there,
Yeah.
so steak isn't really the go-to. Lately, when I moved here in the Americas in 2017,
You're like fucking steak and cheeseburgers
steak and cheese.
everywhere.
Oh my god. Well, I mean, I was born here and then I moved to the Philippines, so
Yeah.
I was accustomed to some of the food here. When I moved back here, because my brother would also stay here, he cooked me
Mhm.
steak, and holy shit, when he cooked me steak, I got addicted, and I've been cooking steak every other Friday ever since. And I'm
One
like,
thing you
oh
gotta
my
make sure
god,
though, you gotta make sure you tenderize your meat.
that is true. This is true.
If you
This
don't
is true.
tenderize your meat, it doesn't hold the same flavor with the seasoning.
And this is true. This I can.
Hmm.
Sometimes I forget, and I just cook it, and it's completely fine. Because that's just because the steak is already pretty soft.
Mm.
At least the ones we buy. But I will definitely start doing that.
Good.
I will start beating
Remember,
my meat.
remember, kids, beat your meat.
Yeah, I was gonna say, yeah, I'm definitely gonna start beating my meat. No.
But on that similar, like moving from there to here,
Yes.
what is the cultural difference that you see?
From there to here or here to there?
Vice versa,
Vice versa.
Either way.
So when I moved from here to there in 2012, the culture difference is definitely I guess the connection between the people. Like people are a lot nicer there. Well, I'm saying like there's always going to be like, good and bad people everywhere. But as a whole, the Philippines is a very welcoming country. It's
Yeah,
they're very
kinda
sweet
think
people, and they're very warm, welcoming.
it's very dependent on where you are in the U.S. though.
That
Like
is
if you're
that
in
is
New
true.
York, you walk down the street, somebody's gonna say, "Fuck you."
Fuck
You
you.
know?
Yeah, that's true. I mean, I've lived
Um,
here in Virginia, and people are pretty nice. But
yeah. If you live in like North Carolina,
yeah,
South Dakota,
yeah.
New Hampshire, you're gonna get a lot of friendly people. You're gonna get a
Oh
lot
yeah,
of nicer people. But if you're in like more city areas, you're gonna get a
yeah.
lot of assholes,
That is true.
like Connecticut.
But like the everyday encounter with people, well, not in today's, because of the Rona and fucking everything
Well,
else.
I mean, everything's opening up now because
Yeah, slowly but surely, but yeah.
vaccinations and everything.
But it's a
I mean,
lot less than it used to be. But like,
yeah.
if you were to encounter like a few people today, it's like, oh hi, how are you doing, stuff like that. In the Philippines, if at least where I lived, if you were to encounter someone, they would, you and the other person would instantly call each other what we call like kuya, which is like big brother in Filipino, and ate, which is big sister.
Mhm.
They would call you, or you would call them by that, and it's just like a whole different experience. It's like, because
Yeah.
like the Philippines, depending on when you go, they'll treat you like family pretty much. They'll treat you, they'll be super nice to you, they'll have conversation, they'll invite you to places and stuff like that. It's a super sweet and warm country.
Kinda
Literally
sounds a
in
little bit like Southern hospitality.
I mean, yeah, you could say that. But yeah, So that's definitely one of the biggest cultural differences is the people.
Yeah.
Other thing is, let's see, what was the first thing I noticed in the Philippines? It's hot as fuck. It's probably because we're fucking next to the equator, but you know, the food was definitely a big thing. There was no like, at least in our neighborhood, there was no like, you know, near like fast food restaurant other than like McDonald's and like Jollibee, which is pretty good.
Yeah. I've always heard about Jollibee.
Jollibee is so good. I highly recommend it.
Yeah, if I ever get around to a Jollibee,
True.
wherever the hell that is.
How do you like your how do you like spaghetti? Sweet, sour, bitter?
Spaghetti?
Yeah.
Kind of neutral with a little bit of sweetness, but also like
The tang
I don't know.
have a
I've had
little bit
like
of tanginess.
yeah.
True.
I've also had like spaghetti with vodka sauce and stuff like that.
Oh,
But I'm mostly like a marinara type of person.
gotcha. Because the spaghetti and the Jollibee is so good. I order it every time we go. And I would highly recommend getting what's it called? The dessert. It's called halo hala, which translate straight to English. It's literally called mix mix. It's literally called mix mix in English.
Yo, can I get one of the mix?
Mix. Because if you look at the dessert, it's like a clusterfuck of different ingredients. But like if you put them together and like eat it together, it's so fucking good. Yeah, and the fried chicken too. I would highly recommend the juicy fried chicken they serve.
Question is, what's better, that or Chick-fil-A?
Ooh, that's. Well, see, I'm kind of already biased, you know. Chick-fil-A. No, I'm kidding. Chick-fil-A definitely has more varieties. And Jollibee is rice based. Like if you order stuff like that, they'll have either rice or like a side of chicken or a side of like small spaghetti plate. So they're kind of 50-50 for me.
Yeah. See, I was overhyped on fucking Chick-fil-A, and the first time I went there was about 2 months ago.
Ooh, damn.
I went there and I was like, okay, this is gonna be good. This is gonna be really good. I ordered a sandwich. I bit into it. I'm like, this is all right.
Like,
I'm kind of disappointed. I kind of enjoyed KFC a little bit more than that. Yeah. Maybe Popeyes. I've never actually been to Popeyes. I want to try that.
Gonna
next.
go there too, yeah.
But gotta try them all, yeah.
Yeah. I will say Chick-fil-A is definitely like literally a fast food place. Like you go there, get like a small serving or like depending on what you eat, and then get out. Like, you know, it's like typical. Jollibee is definitely a sit down family type of thing. Though they do have a drive through. Yeah, if like fill your gut to the brim. Even though they do have a drive through. Like they do have like little sandwiches, stuff like that, and burgers. But Jollibee is definitely, at least from what I've experienced, it's definitely a sit down type of thing. Like you bring your friends, bring your family, you sit down one of the tables, you enjoy each other's company, that type of thing.
Gotcha.
Yeah. Or a date too, you know.
You trying to propose something there,
I mean, if you want to see yourself under a date category with me, I don't see why not. I mean, you're definitely under the friends and family, but if you want to see yourself as a date, I could, you know, see if my schedule's free.
Get a little bit opening up soon.
Oh shit. Yeah.
Love how we went from being outside all the way to Jollibee.
See, I told you we go off topic, and it's amazing how we're able to do that.
See,
it's not bad or anything. It's just amazing.
This is why in like average situations, like talking to somebody, my thought pattern is so sporadic, and I will literally say whatever's on my mind.
True.
Because I used to not. I really used to not, and it was super difficult to just talk to people because
Yeah.
it hurt me inside not just saying whatever the hell was on my mind at the time.
I see. I see.
Because my mind is just so sporadic.
I'd probably say the same thing. Like I used to be like
So
that.
yeah, so I just started saying whatever the hell
Yeah.
came first in my mind. Sometimes it leads to awkward situations, sometimes it doesn't.
Yeah.
I don't care because at least at the end of the day, my mind feels free.
It feels at ease that you're able to voice out whatever you're trying to say. Even if it's just some like random comment. Like,
exactly.
fucking, I like blueberry pie. The topic's like so serious, you just hear that in the background.
You go from blueberry pie to like fireworks.
I mean, definitely, I would say Discord and like hang out with you guys and stuff definitely has had me say random shit that I wouldn't normally say, which is not a bad thing. It's a good thing.
True.
So I would say Discord definitely didn't help in trying to make me focus on a certain topic.
I got you.
Yeah, but again, that's a good thing because I get to say whatever.
That kind of plays into like my guilty pleasure. I am a very like sporadic person when it comes to interests.
True.
But mine, like you were saying, you like to just go whatever after whatever just like latches onto your brain,
just like connect two dots that weren't supposed to be connected.
Yeah. Whereas I'm basically, most of my stuff is around tinkering. I'm a big tinkerer, so that's why I like mechanical stuff like cars. It's why I like fixing computers. It's why I love guns. It's this mechanical and tinkering side of me. It's why I do like 3D printing. It's why I like a project. I don't like using stuff, I like figuring something out.
Like trying to find where the piece of the puzzle goes or like stuff like that.
Exactly. I have never became perfect at anything, but I've become good at a lot.
A lot of things, yeah. I think that's where I also fall under. I don't like I said earlier, like I follow the dopamine. So like if I feel good about doing this, I'll do it for a little bit. And then I find a new thing I want to try out, I do that. And
see, for me, that's one problem though. Following the dopamine only gets me so far, because once you're striving for that over and over and over again, you just lose interest entirely.
So I get burned out pretty easily.
Yeah, my new thing is I'm just trying to slowly get into things. So I don't get burnt out, so I don't have that creative tendency just fade out entirely.
Gotcha.
Yeah. Because otherwise I just feel kind of hollow and just sitting there. I'm like, what do I do?
True. I've been feeling that just because, I got no games to play, but I think lately I think the thing that's been kept me going lately is like streaming and like art. So those two kind of go together. Because like, I like playing games in general. So one day I was like, if I'm gonna play games, I might as well stream it,
See, my plan is to help you get big and then leech off that fame. No.
I mean, I'm down for like, a partnership. We make each other big, you know what I'm saying?
Make each other big.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. So about that Jollibee date later, Oh no. If Bird listened to this, she's gonna kick my ass. Oh wait, she's gonna kick both of our asses.
Yeah, she's gonna be like, you bitches.
You bitch. I'm gone for one day and this is what you guys do.
You can't leave us alone for 5 seconds.
God fucking damn it, you guys know.
But yeah, no, tinkering is my guilty pleasure.
True.
That's my big one. But,
yeah.
That's why
Um,
I want to get back into 3D printing. That's why I want to
yeah.
move so I can do more stuff at less expense to myself.
Ah, I see. I see.
The tax rate for my state is a lot
Is
higher.
absurd.
Yeah. So, like New York's tax rates, right?
Hmm.
We fall into a similar tax rate.
Shit. Okay.
We fall into the top 5 tax rates.
Fuck.
Yeah. The price of living is in like the top 5 highest in the
Yeah.
US. So
I
I'm
saw.
sit I'm sitting here like, oh yeah,
Is
this sucks.
fuck my life, dude. But yeah.
Yeah.
Uh I
Like my
also.
brother, he moved down to North Carolina. Sorry to cut you off,
Oh, no, no, you're
but
fine. You're fine. I was still trying to get my thoughts straight.
yeah, he moved down to North Carolina, right? And
Hmm.
he's like, "Oh my gosh, it's a lot cheaper down there. It's like 25 or no, he's like 75% cheaper to live down there than up here." I'm like, "You bastard.
You
I
son
wish
of
I
a
could
bitch.
I just wish I could handle the heat. I
Oh my
can't."
god. I saw a YouTube video a little while ago. It was like the YouTuber Ludwig. Shout out. He's a pretty cool guy. Um
Mhm.
he he had a video where if you had $500,000, where would you live? And he looked at the housings of 3 different locations. It was New
Yeah.
York, Japan, and the Philippines. The New
The
York
Philippines
one,
would go the
oh
farthest.
yeah, New York one, what could get you like yearly if
It's
you
a
know?
like a studio apartment.
Yeah, it's like literally where the room, the closet, and the laundry are like all in one place, like all within
Yeah.
walking distance. The Japan one, the one, at
They
least
get
the
you a
one he
decent
showed,
sized house.
yeah, the one he showed it had pretty nice housing, like good,
And then if
pretty
you
big
go to
room
the
and stuff like that.
Philippines, you get a fucking mansion.
Legit, yeah, that's what the video showed.
Half a
Fucking
million dollars would get you a mansion in the
fucking
Philippines.
four. Okay, from what I remember, it was like 4 bedrooms, 1 master bedroom, 2 maid bedrooms, a fuck ton of bathrooms, a backyard, a side porch, a fucking huge ass kitchen, and a huge ass living room. I was like, shit, okay.
Well, you also have to think if it's American, $500,000, right? The
Yeah,
conversion rate of currency is incredible.
it is.
So, like, $1 is worth like so much more there.
Yeah, yeah. I tell people that because I lived in the Philippines for like 5 years.
Yeah.
$3 to $4, like American would get you like a few Snickers bar and then like a pack of Skittles, but like
Yeah.
$4 in the Philippines could feed you for the whole day. And I'm not even joking. There's a little
Yeah, no, I
restaurant.
know.
There's a little restaurant on the side where we lived. It's literally like walking distance. We would go there every time we don't know what the fuck to cook. We would go there and the meals are like a whole thing of rice, a drink, and a meal, like a meat. Because that's how I think most Asians eat, is they have rice, some type of meat, and then a drink. That
True.
thing costed 50 to 60 pesos, which in American dollars is like what, a dollar 20. And I would tell people that I was like, it's so fucking cheap. I'm like, yeah, if you if you make the same amount of money here in the US, you would be rich in the Philippines.
Oh yeah, big time. Imagine working overseas but working online
Oh my
and getting
god.
money from America and
Oh
living in
my
the
god.
Philippines.
I
You would be killing it.
think that's what a lot of the people in the American embassy in the Philippines do.
Yeah.
They like work and earn American dollars, but then they live in the
Well,
Philippines.
if you're working for the American embassy, right,
Yeah.
in the Philippines, you're still getting paid by the US government. So,
True, true, true. But yeah, it's amazing in the Philippines, at least where we lived. And we were pretty well off, I guess. We weren't like, in the top 2% of the like the richest.
yeah.
I would definitely say we're like above average at least. Because the house we lived
Look at all
in.
these peasants.
We lived in a noted this land was owned by my grandfather at the time, I believe. We lived in a 3-story house. It was all cement. We had a master bedroom upstairs. Took up the whole floor. Second floor was like 2 bedrooms and a porch that leads to a big ass outside. But then we turned the porch into like a big ass room with like a bathtub.
Yeah.
And then the first floor is we have a prayer room now. It used to be the living room. Yeah, prayer room, dirty kitchen, regular kitchen, and the bathroom. So
And what's the difference between the dirty kitchen and regular kitchen? Is one just for hardcore meals?
It's like fucking. This is for like fucking sharpen all your shit. Fucking, I don't know. I will say the dirty kitchen is where. Fucking. Oh my god. What did we do? I know we used it for some other shit.
Oh.
The dirty kitchen like kept the main kitchen clean, I would say.
Gotcha.
So like
that'd be the overflow for the master.
Yeah. Whereas the main kitchen is like where we prep food, we prep the meals and stuff like that, and then we serve it, on the table.
So, all right, pass. I'm gonna turn on my camera, right? And
Okay,
you're gonna describe this to the listeners.
Okay.
So
Oh
this
my.
is the filter for my computer case.
That's
You describe this for the listeners.
Okay, so what this beautiful man is holding is the front. Is it the front or back?
This is the front.
Or sorry, top. Oh, it's a front. Okay. He's holding the front filter of his PC case, which has a mesh that's covering it. So what filters do, they fucking keep dust from entering the PC, and it seems as though as the filter did its job, but the where the fans would usually blow inside into the thing, the dust has collected 2 circles around the whole case or the whole mesh. So it looks like 2 I don't know, 2 little mini petri dishes just put on top of the fucking mesh, and you can't even see through it. There's so much dust. Holy shit.
I haven't cleaned that out in I don't know, a few months.
Yeah, I could probably tell.
And
barely see through it.
You literally have to take off this whole front section to get to it.
Oh my god. That's probably why.
But good case.
Good case.
And also excellent narration on that.
You are quite welcome. Did you like the part where I called you a beautiful man? I mean, what?
Very much so.
Moving on.
But so I'm wondering,
all right.
if me and you ever took a vacation to the Philippines?
Ooh.
Right. And I brought like a fucking $1,000 with me, USD.
Okay.
That would be a baller vacation, wouldn't it?
It would. Fucking $1,000, $2,000. Just like if it's just to yourself, hell yeah, it would.
Oh yeah.
We could go to. I don't know if they still have it. We can go to a friend's little island and hang out there with that money, and you would still have some for the rest of the trip. Yeah, I think the trip we went to, it was in a place called Batangas. We went island hopping and it was sick as fuck.
Cool.
My parents' friend took us, and he took us like on a boat, and we went to really close to one of the islands, but this side of the island didn't have like a beach, so it was like a straight up cliff. We would park.
Rock face.
Yeah, it was rock face.
Yeah.
We would park the boat a little ways away from the island
And then just jump off.
and
cliff.
jump
I've
off,
done
and
that
it's
stuff, yeah.
amazing. It's 30, 40 feet, but you could see the floor. You could see coral
Jeez.
life and all the fish. If you just had like regular goggles, you don't even need like
Yeah,
the
the water
expensive
must
shit.
be clear.
It is super clear. It is 40 feet, but you could see the fucking bottom. You can see the blue starfish, the red starfishes. You see all the dories, all the fucking
The Dories.
the dories,
Amigos.
the Nemos, the Bruces. Wait, hang on.
Oh,
It's just like Finding Nemo.
fish are friends, not
Fish are
food.
But yeah, and it was funny because he parked there for a little bit. I was like, okay, this is where we're gonna swim. And mom said, hey, is it good now? Because like he was setting up. He was like, yeah. And then all you see is my mom jump off the boat and my dad like flinch in like fear for my mom because she just jumped off. Like, what are you doing? And he was like, oh, he said it's fine. I'm like, oh, okay. And you just see my mom like chilling in the water. My sister jumped in next. I'm like, okay, fuck it, I'm gonna go. I said, fucking yeet myself off the boat.
No, you gotta be the first one. You gotta be the man.
True. I didn't even know what we were doing. We parked next to it. I was like, oh, this is cool. Like, you can see all the fish and all the Nemos, you know? And then 2 seconds later, I see my mom jump off. I'm like, huh! Ma! What was cool, though, is before everyone else jumped off the boat, he put on flippers and, like, goggles and a net. That's, like, literally all he did. He dove to the floor and collected some sea urchins. Which, like, you know, I was like, ooh, what is he doing? He brought it back onto the boat, cleaned the spines off the sea urchins with the net just by like rolling the sea urchins in it. He took one out, cracked the top of it, and started handing it to us. And he said like, oh, just remove the top and then slurp the side, the little part of it, like the little meat in it, and just slurp it. I'm like, what? So like he handed me one. And I tried cracking it. It was pretty cool. Took off like the part of the sea urchin, and then slurped it. I was like, holy shit, it was so fucking good, and so fucking fresh. Literally just eating sea urchin right off to where the fucking rock face was. It was amazing.
That sounds like a fun time.
It is. And what's really cool is that when it's semi-low tide at the beach that you hang out at, you can go to the rocks on the shore, like the little sides. You can see like little sea puddles. We found like octopus, fucking eels, and like, you know, baby lobsters. It was cool. That's probably the coolest part for me.
Nice.
Just finding like little sea life everywhere. It was that. Yeah. It was that lush in like life. It was so cool.
Now you make me want to take a trip there.
I mean, hey, if me and my family ever go back, you know, if you want, I could invite you. You want to come over, you know?
I'm gonna stick out like a fucking sore thumb.
Hey, you and me both, bro. You and I are gonna be the whitest motherfuckers there.
Not even just that. I'm gonna be a tall motherfucker there.
Oh,
what's the average height in Canada?
See. So if you, okay, so here's the thing. If you see my whole family picture, I'm probably the tallest motherfucker in there.
And I'm taller than you.
Yes. So you and I would stick out like fucking sore thumbs. The average height for a Filipino. Let me actually look that up.
What is that, like 5'6" for men?
Hang on, let me check. Actually, I want to look this up before we...
The average height for the women are like 5'4", 5'2".
An average Filipino, like literally the average, not the place that we lived at.
Yeah.
The average Filipino is 5'2". The average Filipino man is 5'5".
I'm gonna stick out. God damn.
Oh my god.
How are you walking around like a head taller than everyone else?
Being 5'7" is already above average. So
I'm 6'1". I'm 6'1" and I'm white as hell.
Bro, I'm only like 3 inches shorter than you, bro. I'm like 5'9", 10.
Those 3 inches make a big difference.
Oh yeah. Every time.
It's gonna remind me that, like, that one time I went to a quinceañera.
Oh jeez.
I went to a
No.
quinceañera with one of my exes because it was her friends,
Hmm.
and she was like, "Come on, let's dance." I'm like, "Okay."
You're dancing. You're
So
like your
I'm a,
hands are like down to your knees trying to dance with the person.
so she was 4'11".
Oh
I'm
shit.
6'1". Everyone around
Oh.
me was a roughly like 5'5", or yeah, 5'5", you know.
Yeah, yeah. Sounds
So
like the
I was,
Philippines.
yeah, I was a head taller than everyone dancing in the middle of the crowd.
Oh my god.
Made me feel a bit awkward.
Yeah. It's funny because like we we would go to the mall in like the Philippines, and I
Mhm.
would like tell my parents like, hey, I'm gonna go over there real quick. My mom told me this is like her and my sister were trying to look for me,
Mhm.
and the moment I popped out from the corner, you could see my head above all of the other people, and then my mom was like, "Oh, there he is," just instantly. It was like pretty far too. She saw me. I was like, "Oh, there's your brother." Fucking, a, like either 1 to 2 heads above everyone else,
God damn.
and doesn't help that I was the whitest one too. So, like, oh, there's a light bulb. It's over there.
Now, in the Philippines, isn't that where the ballad songs originated from?
Oh, the balasong.
Yeah.
I believe so.
Shit.
Yeah, the butterfly knives.
Yeah. If I ever go there, I'm gonna pick up one of those.
Hell yeah, dude. Yeah, the Philippines. It originated in the Philippines.
Yeah.
Yeah, those are always
Like
cool.
it's super hard here to get your hands on a good one without paying an arm and a leg.
True.
So they must have mastered the craft there if it originated from there.
Oh yeah, you could definitely get a few there.
Yeah.
The thing is like trying to get it through the airport back home.
You can probably just mail it back.
True. I think you could put it in your luggage. I think just not hand carry.
Yeah. Okay, makes sense.
Yeah, we'll talk about it
We'll,
when we
we'll
go.
look at the TSA guidelines
Yeah,
on
we'll look at that
butterfly knives.
later. Yeah.
It's not like it's a dangerous weapon or anything. It's just a
No,
knife.
it's not like it could pierce flesh. It's pretty normal.
Sometimes I find knife laws kind of dumb. Like
True.
I carry around a folding knife, folding pocket knife. That's my daily carry.
Yeah.
And we have laws here in Connecticut where you can't carry one over 4 inches long.
Hmm.
The blade can't be over 4 inches. Anything over that, it's illegal. I think that's the dumbest thing in the world.
Anything longer than 4, just the carry outside.
Yeah, like just
Mm.
to carry on your person.
Huh.
Also, another rule: you can't carry butterfly knives.
Well, I
You can't.
think that's a. I
In
think
some
that's.
states, you can.
Oh no,
Actually,
yeah, like I think I've
yeah.
seen a few of those.
The dumbest thing about that is you can own one. You can own basically any knife in
Yeah.
Connecticut. You can own an entire katana collection. You can own an
True.
entire armory. As long as it's not a firearm, you can own it in your house.
Shit. Okay.
Yeah,
Probably
British people hate me for that.
because like self defense or whatnot. I don't know.
No, not even. It's mostly considered a collection at that point.
Oh, true.
But one thing that I really hate is you can't carry spring-loaded knives.
Shit.
So if it has a spring-loaded blade, you cannot carry it.
Oh, I see.
You want to know why I find that completely ridiculous?
Why is that?
So the only reason they don't want you to do that is because they don't want you to open the knife one-handed. Even though in Connecticut we literally have knives that have flippers, which is like a
Oh yeah,
little thing that flips the
you
knife
can just
open.
flip it with one
If you're
finger.
exactly, I have that on my everyday carry knife, and I have it on a spring-loaded knife. My everyday carry knife that's not spring-loaded, that has no assist, opens faster than my spring-loaded knife.
Damn.
Yeah. Yep. That's why I hate the law. If I get like, if I have a police officer like stop me and search me, and he finds a spring-loaded knife over my regular flipper knife, I'm in trouble, and I can get it taken away.
Shit.
Do you know how stupid that is?
That doesn't make sense.
And I've gotten stopped by police officers, and they're like, "Do you have anything on you?" I'm like, "Yeah, I got my pocket knife, and it's always been no problem."
Jeez.
But as soon, if I didn't tell them that it was a spring-loaded knife, they probably wouldn't give a shit. But
law.
It's so stupid that's a law. You can't have spring-loaded knives. Even though I can make the argument that my regular knife is just as fast.
It's just, yeah.
But yeah, it's kind of fun, like knowing different laws for knives, because a lot of the time I carry around my knives from like Connecticut, New York, New Jersey, because I've been to all those states, even New Hampshire. None of the stuff that I carry is illegal. True. I think in New Hampshire you can carry butterfly knives though.
Yeah, okay.
You cannot in Connecticut, New York, nor New Jersey. Wait, I take that back on New Jersey. New Jersey is very, very, very iffy on their laws. They don't have like really ingrained laws like other states do.
Yeah.
So I think I read into them. Don't quote me on this.
Okay.
But
off the record.
Off the record, they were so iffy that I think legally you could carry of what was it? What is that thing that the big knife?
A dildo. No, I'm kidding.
No.
A machete.
A machete. That's it. Yeah. It just can't. You can legally carry a machete in the state of New Jersey because they haven't set their laws in place that well.
Jeez.
Same thing goes with the butterfly knives. They really haven't like fully implemented anything, and it kind of falls under what the officer kind of feels at the time, which is not great. Not a great idea.
Do you know the reason why I pulled you over and you're just there with fucking all nice in the passenger seat? Like, no, officer, I don't. Why did you pull me over?
Man, we just need laws like Texas where you can walk around with a katana.
Jeez.
Who the hell's gonna pull a katana when you can open carry in that state? That's great.
Fucking all the weebs are gonna move there now.
I've been mastering the blade. You cannot stop me.
The power of God and anime on my side.
If you try to shoot me, I'm gonna cut your bullet in half.
Watch this. Watch this. Boom. Oh fuck. Didn't work.
Get me to Neosporin.
Oh my shit.
Oh, that's I just like it's one of those things where I love America for that fact, and also hate America for that fact that the laws are so different throughout each state.
Yeah.
You know, some of them, like, it's the nice thing because you can test something out and be like, yeah, that doesn't work. So we're not going to do it here.
We're not. Yeah. We're going to do it there, but not over here.
It was like with the whole concealed carry permits, you know, for handguns.
Yeah.
Crime rates actually went down. Gun violence went down when they introduced that.
Jeez.
Yeah. It's because people were afraid that, oh, if I pull a gun, there might be other people here with guns.
With guns.
Yeah.
So like, let's not do that. Let's not pull out a gun.
Let me rethink that. And also another thing, like open carry states, places
True.
with open carry gun laws, right?
Mm-hmm.
They have less violent crime, like less violent gun shootings, because a lot of the people that live in those states, right? They
Yeah.
actually feel safer with open carry laws.
True.
Like, I don't. What was that YouTuber's name? He was like the Irish guy that has like the pug.
The Irish guy with the
Hold on.
pug.
Man,
I don't remember.
he does the Mad Lad stuff. Count Dankula. That's it.
Oh.
He took a trip to America. And he felt safer seeing 3 people around him with handguns holstered on their hips in Texas.
Oh damn.
Yeah.
That's I can.
Yeah, he was in a convenience store too. He wasn't.
Jeez.
He was just getting something from like a gas station.
I mean, yeah. I definitely would too. Shit.
I mean, they're different strokes for different folks, to be honest, because
Yeah.
some people they
It
feel
also
safer.
depends
Some people,
on. Yeah,
yeah.
it depends on per people.
I personally, I would rather have open carry than concealed carry. I would rather know if somebody has a firearm than not.
Yeah.
Same thing with knives. I would rather see somebody's knife.
Yeah,
than
I would
not.
rather see someone have a samurai sword on the out than trying to hide it in their hoodie.
Exactly.
Oh my god.
It's just that security for me, just knowing it's there.
Yeah.
You know.
Is that your guilty pleasure? Just because
Yeah,
we went off topic.
My guilty pleasure is knowing it's there.
as long as I know I'm safe,
Remember, Pasco, don't conceal it.
I don't conceal. I only carry. Oh
But
jeez.
yeah, it's just the whole crazy thing. And then recently in Texas, they wanted to implement a whole license system where you need a
For
license to carry
anything?
openly carry like handguns and stuff like that.
Oh damn.
I think that's dumb. Know why?
Yeah. Oh.
Because that hurts a lot of the lower class.
Gotcha.
They don't want to pay that extra fee for security. You know?
Oh shit, hang on. Give me one. I think there's someone at the door downstairs. Give me 1 second.
I'll go on my tangent for so a lot of people don't want to pay that extra amount for security. Like in my state, we have it so you have to have 3 permits to have carry. So you need your pistol permit, you need your ammo permit, and then you need your concealed permit. And all that together, plus buying the handgun and everything else, is astronomical.
Amazing.
Yeah.
I'm back, by the way.
Yeah, welcome back. But it's a lot of money, and you have to renew it every single year.
Jeez.
You know, so it's just very annoying. You know, it becomes something that you're feeding into, and the lower class can't defend themselves in that way.
Yeah.
And I feel for the little guys because I am one.
Because I am one.
I don't make that money. You know, and then it also becomes into a game of you must know somebody to get said thing, you know.
Yeah.
And like you could fill out all this documentation and pay all this money and still not get it.
Shit.
You know.
It's
And
crazy.
it's kind of a a bastard thing to do. A lot of people from my state would disagree with me, and they're like, no, it's all about safety, even though I can go out and have an easier time getting a handgun illegally and ammunition illegally for the same price as I would be getting those 3 permits. The only thing is, it wouldn't be legal.
It wouldn't be legal.
So these boundaries that are set are only there to stop law-abiding people.
Yeah.
Like I know from experience because I was at a party, right?
Mhm.
And they were doing pat downs, so to get into like this party, and one guy was like, "Oh shit!" So he goes off and he pulls an M9 out of his waistband, not even a holstered one,
What the fuck?
just an M9.
Just
Yeah,
damn.
yeah, it was weird, right?
The fuck?
So, you know, he didn't get that legally.
Hell
Not
no.
a chance. Not a chance. And that's the thing that a lot of people don't understand is a lot of these like instances, like these crimes and these shootings, they don't happen with law-abiding citizens. These happen with people that get their guns from other sources, you know? And it kind of frustrates me because I'm like, I just want something to defend myself with.
Yeah.
Because people getting crazy nowadays, you know?
I think it also has to do with the people. I think there was something about like if you want to have a license, you want to own a gun, they're gonna have you take a mental test or something like that.
Yeah, that was part of the I think it was the HK 127 bill
Yeah.
that they wanted to pass.
Something
And they
like that.
also wanted to have it where you needed a license to own any military style weapons, which really makes no sense.
Yeah. Pretty much anything that isn't a handgun.
No, even some handguns too.
What? The fuck?
Yeah. Yeah. If you read through HK 127, it does list off some handguns.
Jeez,
And
okay.
certain things. Yeah. So if your handgun goes over certain parameters, you'll have to have like another license and all this other stuff.
True.
And it's not fun. Not fun. And then if you're not following by these guidelines or rules, know what can happen to you?
Get arrested?
You
Or
can
confiscated?
either get a fine of $50,000
Jeez.
or get, I believe, between 15 to 25 years in jail.
Fuck, okay.
Yeah.
Dude, people don't fuck around apparently, jeez.
Yeah. And the crazy bit is you can get less time in jail for a sexual harassment charge
Than carrying.
than not even carrying the gun, just having it
Jeez.
in your house because you don't have the right paperwork. You know?
Jesus Christ.
Imagine just sitting there. They pass this bill and you don't realize, and you just had this gun sitting around before they passed it. You're sitting on a $50,000 fine because you didn't know.
Oh my god.
So most people don't have $50,000 laying around.
Yeah.
So they're facing jail time, and we're talking about hundreds of thousands of Americans too.
That is nuts.
Yeah.
Fucking hell.
It all like traces back to the stupidity of like California gun compliancy, you know?
Yeah.
Because at first, you know, they wanted, okay, you can't have a stock, but you can have an arm brace. Okay, you can't have an arm brace because that makes the gun more accurate and the blah blah blah. It's so dumb. Like I have a big passion about guns and the compliancy and everything like that. It's
Yeah.
just kind of dumb, all in all. because most of the people that pass these laws and want this stuff have never once in their life shot a gun, have never actually gone out and tried to buy a gun, have never done
Jeez.
any of this stuff. And you're trying to dictate over people that have this as a hobby, you know?
Yeah. Fucking
It's
hell,
crazy.
dude.
And now this is driving into this whole world of, okay, screw you guys. I'm gonna make this on my own in my house.
Oh
and do it
yeah, just
illegally.
make our own fucking gun or some shit.
Exactly. Because there's just people out there that love this stuff and they don't care. They're getting fed up with it. So they're going out of their way to. There's a whole army of people that have been like 3D printing guns. There's people with automated milling systems where they put a piece of aluminum in a machine and it mills out a lower receiver. You know? It is absolutely crazy.
Nuts.
I've seen so much stuff out there. Yeah. If it wasn't for my state stuff, I would be doing a lot more with firearms. A lot more of my money would go into firearms. Let's just say that much.
Oh my goodness. Damn, what a
So-
tangent. Going outside to fast food to guns.
Yeah, I know, right?
It's crazy. What a world. And I like how our main topic was guilty pleasure.
Exactly. To circle back around to guilty
Circle
pleasure.
back up.
we talked about vacations. That's a guilty pleasure. We
Yeah,
talked
true,
about,
true, yeah.
Talked about food, another guilty pleasure. It's all revolved around guilty pleasures.
True, true. What
See,
we
we
like to
stayed
do.
on topic.
Let's go!
Let's go.
First episode where we stayed on the top. No, kidding. Oh my god.
But yeah, no, it's kind of crazy how things play out
Yeah.
nowadays, and I a lot of people just feel trapped nowadays because of all this stuff that goes on
I
Between-
wouldn't blame 'em.
between government issues, between social media, between all
Yeah.
this stuff. It's kind of why we all need our little getaways, you know,
We all have our little
our
own thing.
little guilty pleasures.
Guilty pleasures. Let's go. Thank you for coming to our TED Talk. No. But yeah, no. I think that's pretty.
That was- I think on that note, you know, since we did a full circle and a roundabout and a fucking beeline to the end.
Fucking, yeah, it's fucking sharpest left turn I've ever seen.
Exactly. And somehow, you know, with a broken wheel, we still
Still made it to our
made it on
destination.
course.
Oh my god, we connected dots that shouldn't have been connected, but we did.
Tune in next time where we find out the Illuminati.
What is the secret to fucking presidency? What is Twitter going through? And what dinner will I have later tonight?
Why is everyone getting banned that's speaking against the government? What is going on?
Why are people getting canceled on Twitter?
Ah.
What does Lamau even mean? Oh my god.
Who is Lung Fao?
Who is Long Fao? Jesus Christ. Alright, but yeah, I think this is a good Good ending point. Yeah. Thank you guys so much for watching. Thank you for us bickering and beckering about guilty pleasures, even though it wasn't really.
It was
It was
fun
close,
being
it
on
was
the
close.
podcast.
Oh,
Yeah,
thank
no,
yeah.
we stayed on guilty pleasures.
Yeah, we did, we
All
definitely
this all this stuff revolved around it.
We
It
definitely
was
did.
fun being a part of all this.
Thank you for coming, you know. Always
And
nice to have
I
you.
hope everyone tunes in for the next time, and hopefully I'm around more.
Hell yeah, dude. We'll talk about that contract. Yeah, don't worry about it.
Sign a little underhand deals. You know?
sign under here for 20 years of service and no pay.
Sweet.
Let's go. Oh my god. But yeah, thank you, Nate, Mr. Hunt TV, for coming on this podcast episode. Good to have you. Always gonna be good to have you in the near future.
Oh yeah. And I hope everyone has a wonderful day.
Yep.
And signing off.
Follow us on Spotify, like and subscribe on YouTube. Click that bell notification so you know when, and where we'll be uploading. And the same for Anchor.fm. But yeah, thank you guys for watching. Bye!